Hello, and welcome to Talk Back with Daddy's Girls, episode 3.
Yes.
My name is Cynthia Graham, and I'm your host.
My name is Lynette Patton, and I'm your co-host, and we are so glad for you to join us on this third episode of Talk Back with Daddy's Girls, as we're looking to inspire, educate, motivate, and empower us all.
Yes. Well, if you were tuned in to the second episode, you know that we are on this journey as we're looking forward to the new year. Mm-hmm. We're looking forward. We know that most people are talking about New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
But we decided that we would talk about lifetime resolutions. And we also know that as people begin to look to the new year and they start talking about lifetime or New Year's resolutions, what they're actually talking about is they want resolutions in the area of health,
yes,
wealth, finances.
Yes.
And so today we want to talk to you about
different areas of your health. We want to talk about physical health, emotional health, and mental health. You know, our total well-being, just a total well-being concept. And as you know, most people are trying to get healthy and stay fit and all of that coming into the new year. And we just want to just empower us all to take little steps to move forward to making lifestyle changes.
Yes, definitely, definitely. And you all know that all of you who follow us, you know that our desire in moving forward and bringing you different topics and things of that nature, we love to bring people to you who have been influencers in that industry.
Yes.
So today we have Martha McNair. Martha is currently a resident of Wake Forest, North Carolina. She is originally from Baltimore, Maryland, and she has so much to share with us today, so much about lifestyle changes and focusing on health and wellness and things of that nature. So with no further ado, we would like to bring Martha to the stage.
Hi, Martha.
Hi. Welcome. So we know that your motto is healthy self, heal thyself.
Wow.
Martha, tell me exactly what that means to you.
So, healthy self, heal thyself, if you notice, they're the same letters. Healthy self and heal thyself, if you take them and put them side by side, they're the same. So the motto, I use this motto because personally myself, I have been able to turn around my health journey by healthy living. So our bodies are really incredible that if we would just fuel them the right way, they will regenerate themselves. So long story short, I had a time where I was a caretaker for my 90-something-year-old mother. And when you're a caretaker, you are focusing on the other person, not yourself. Mm-hmm. And so I found myself, going back and forth between two cities to care after my mom. I had a daughter who was in college. I had just gotten remarried. I had a successful real estate business. All this was going on. And so that's a lot. Mm-hmm. So I was basically eating fast food all the time because I had no time. I was running from here to there, and slowly.
Now you're stepping on my toes, Miss Martha.
I know. Over a 2-year period, I looked and I had gained probably 60 or 70 pounds. Mm-hmm. So that's where the healthy self, heal thyself comes from, because when I gained the 60 or 70 pounds, I gained high blood pressure. I gained pre-diabetes. I gained hypothyroidism. All that came along with the weight.
Wow.
So that's where that motto comes from, is because of the journey that I took after realizing, hey, I have got to do something, or I'm ending up on the wrong side of the road.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
That is.
So as we're thinking about healthy self, and we know that as we're talking about lifetime resolutions and things of that nature, healthy self. How important in this process of a healthy self, how important is mental health? How important is that?
To me, it's the most important piece of the puzzle, because you can say to yourself that you want to be physically healthy, but if your mindset has not changed, you're not going to be successful.
There's a
Uh,
word again.
you can't effectively lose weight without shifting your mindset totally. And I'm not, when I'm saying healthy living, I'm not just talking about dieting. I'm talking about a healthy lifestyle. It's a holistic journey.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. So for me, the mental health is the most important. When I started my journey, one of my favorite books was Think Yourself Thin by J.J. Smith. And in her own words, it said the book was there to help you transform not only your physical body, but your mind as well. And one of my favorite chapters in the book is Supercharge Your Spiritual Life. And the quote that I love the most is, I'm going to read it real quickly. The main problem is not your physical weight, but what is happening in your mind and spirit causing you to gain the weight.
Wow. That's powerful.
Yes.
So, it's something, because Lynette and I have been speaking to other people in regards to this new life resolution. And it seems like everyone is saying the same thing. It all begins in your mind. You have to have a mindset change, because without that mindset change, nothing will change. Nothing else will change. Am I correct about that?
You're absolutely right. Because you think about it, your body goes where your mind, everything formulates in your mind and your spirit.
That's true.
So from the abundance of the spirit, the mouth speaks. So whatever is inside you is coming out, manifesting itself. So if you are in turmoil on the inside, or hurting, or depressed, or, many of us are just emotional eaters, let's be honest.
Right.
That's certainly, I would, if I had a bad week, I was like, oh, let me stop and get some cupcakes or ice cream. It was like my alcohol, I guess, my drug. I felt like that was soothing me. That made me happy for that moment. So,
Right.
But that was internal. There was something going on within me. So no matter, I could say, oh, I'm gonna, calorie count or keto or whatever, you say you want to do. But if you have not turned that switch on the inside, it'll last, a week, maybe, and then you're back.
That's real.
Cope. That was their coping mechanism, is to eat more. So if you don't change what's causing you to have to initiate the coping mechanism, then the outside won't change.
That's right. Wow.
That's awesome. I just want to ask, Martha, can you tell us, what was your mindset change? What kind of transformation did you have to go through mentally as you started this journey? What did that look like?
Well, my motivating force, I guess, if you want to say, it might sound self-absorbed or selfish, to other people, but it was just that after watching my mom struggle, throughout. I mean, she lived a long life. She was 92 when she passed away, but the last couple of years, I really watched her struggle because of the many medications that she was on. And when you get on a bunch of medications, you have a side effect, and then they put you on another medication to combat that side effect. And then there's, and so I watched this woman with bags, of medication. And I did not want to spend the rest of my life, with that same drawers full of medicine. I don't know what the future holds for me, and certainly, none of us do. But I feel like if I could do my part, to help push some of that away. If I could help my body regenerate itself so that I would not need the medications, then that was my motivating factor, to be honest. Because our bodies are temples of the Lord, and we owe it to Him. We owe Him His due to take care of the temple that He gave us.
Yes.
Right.
He designed our bodies. I mean, they're magnificent machines.
Yes.
When they're running correctly, and the fuel that we put inside our machines helps it run correctly. So it's amazing, and it can heal itself from inside out if we give it the right fuel. But that's a whole nother talk. Bottom line is, we're here to be His hands on earth. And you hear the quote all the time, you can't pour from in an empty vessel. And that's so true. Because if we go, and it's not that we're not supposed to help people, but at some point you have to turn the focus inside and heal yourself so that you can be His hands here on earth.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. I was reading part of your bio, and you talked about finding yourself a size 14 from being like a 6'7" for almost all of your life. You found yourself a size 14, and I know that, like you said, that came from the issues of life, the comfort food eating and things of that nature. But I would really, I guess my question to you is like, what did you do to get back down to that size 6'7"? Like, can you give us a couple of little tips? Or I know that you are really heavy in dieting, not diet, quote diet, but intaking things that are good for your body and exercise and things of that nature. Can you just give us a little bit of your regimen? Tell us what you were doing to get back down to that 6'7".
So again, first thing I had to do was get the mind right. I had to deal with the issues. I not only was all this that I had mentioned, with mom, family, work, but I was also at menopausal age, didn't know I was in menopause. And so hormones are playing a factor into the weight gain as well. So if you find yourself, you're eating right, you're exercising, but you're still not losing weight, it's probably hormonal if you're past a certain age. And don't think that you have to be 50 or, most premenopause starts at probably age 42, 43.
Wow.
You start seeing this weight gain start to creep up. It's not as easy to lose weight when you're in your mid 40s as it was when you're in your mid 20s. You can basically stop drinking sweet tea if you're in your 20s and you're going to drop 10, 20 pounds, but not so much, if you're going through menopause. So I had to deal with, I had slipped into a depression. There was so much going on. I had to do all that first. And then when I finally made up my mind and said, God, I have to do something, to get myself out of this before it's too late to turn around. I just prayed and asked Him to lead me to some type of weight loss program that was natural. I did not want to take pills and all these supplements, and I wanted something natural. And I ran across JJ Smith, which part of her testimony is that she was really, really sick with mercury poisoning, but God brought to her in a dream that greens would save her life. So that's why she created this whole 10-day green smoothie program. And so I read more about her. I said, I've got to stop. My first thing was to detox my body because, Cynthia, you probably remember, I never ate right. I was always a sugarholic, would eat sweets all the time, get up in the morning, eat ice cream. It didn't matter. Because I was banking on, I'm slim, I can get it together later. But then when it started catching up with me, all bets are off, So I started doing the program, I dealt with my mental issues, depression, and I made up in my mind that I was going to be committed to this. There's a difference in being interested in losing weight and being committed to losing weight. There's a difference because commitment means sacrifice.
Right.
So I changed the way I ate. There are plenty of healthy meals that don't involve processed foods. I learned that I need to cook instead of run.
Oh my goodness.
That is some of the steps. Get your mental health right. You got to get a program that is going to work for you. You need to stop. We need to stop. And this is, I don't care what age it is. Stop shopping in the middle of the store because that's where all the processed food is. Stay on the perimeter of the grocery store because that's where you get your fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. If God grew it, that's what you need to be putting in your body.
Okay.
All this processed food is killing us, So if I have to give somebody one tip on changing their eating habit, is just to focus on things that grow. Put that in your diet. Whether it's, it can be meat as well. I'm not saying you have to be a vegan, vegetarian. I'm just saying if it grows, if it's, something that God gives us, then that's what we need to be consuming. And, even prepared foods, there's different hierarchies to that. The ones that are frozen and on the shelves, those are the ones that are creating the heart issues and causing inflammation, because inflammation is the number one thing that causes chronic illnesses. Inflammation in your body. Sodium causes inflammation. Processed foods are sodium. So you see the connection.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Most definitely. That's awesome.
That was really good.
That's awesome.
Shopping at the perimeter.
Yes.
Get
out of those middle aisles, Lynette.
I know.
Get on it. Go around the outside. I'm talking. Look, I'm preaching to the choir. But yes, thank you so much. Those are really helpful tips. Really, really, really. I also noticed that, and I've been following you. Following you from afar off, because I ain't did nothing you was doing, but I just have to keep it real. and look, and that's why you're the one that lost all the weight and looking real healthy and stuff, But I am really following you, and I'm so encouraged. Like you encouraged me to know that it can be done. It's not like I can reach out and touch you and I could talk to you. Absolutely. And you know what I'm saying?
Real people. Yeah,
real people doing real things. And I really appreciate that. I want to go back to this emotional thing. Life's issues. During this past year and a half, so many people have been dealing with so many things. This pandemic, people have lost their jobs, people have lost loved ones, and this thing, emotional healing, is really something that is laying heavy on my heart, because we know that when you're in emotional despair, that's what triggers mental illness and things of that nature, long-term mental illness and things of that nature. Yes. And I don't know, what do we do with that? What do we do with this in this season and in this time?
How do we become emotionally well?
Yes, what are your tips for us? I'm feeling depressed now, but I don't need to lose weight. But I do want to be emotionally strong. You know what I'm saying? So are we eating better to become emotionally strong? Are we reading our Bibles more to become emotionally strong? Are we fellowshipping with positive mindset people to become emotionally strong? What are we doing?
What are we doing
in this season? What are we doing?
So Martha, tell us, what can we do? What are some tips we can do to stay emotionally well and to not let our emotions, get out of control or let the bad emotions overtake us?
Well, like you guys said, there's so much going on, and it's all going on at the same time. It's, you know, the COVID has taken so many of our friends and family. You know, you just look, and it's worldwide. You know, it's not just the United States, it's worldwide. And, you know, you got the economic situation, which, you know, some people can't even get supplies, and everything's increasing in prices, you know, and this is, it's a lot for me. I feel like, you know, we've gone through a lot in life, but this is one of the most challenging times that I've ever experienced, because everything is hitting at one time. So you really have to, and when I'm talking about healthy living, it encompasses body, mind, and, you know, your physical body. So you don't eat to motivate yourself to lose weight. You eat in order to be healthy. So like with exercise, it's a great outlet for you when you have, you know, if you think about exercise, so here's some of the things that exercise does. And we're not talking about, you know, just physically losing weight. Exercise will lift your mood automatically because it releases endorphins. That's the happy feel that comes inside you. So exercising will release endorphins into your system. Exercise helps relieve pain. Amazingly enough, okay, we know we get sore when we first start exercising, but the physical thing of exercising will help you in the long run to relieve pain. If you're like sitting all day long, which is another thing, we sit way too much. Sitting is the new sleeping. We really have to learn how to get up off of our behinds more during the day, because it's killing us. But motion, if you can't remember everything, motion is lotion. Just like we use lotion to keep ourselves, you know, moist and moving, or oil moving. Motion is lotion. So
I like that.
Will help you too with your mood. You know, it will help you just going, for me during the pandemic, just being able to, even though when the gym was closed, I couldn't go, but I kept doing exercises, you know, get on YouTube, find some videos. That would help me burn off stress, because we're in the pressure cooker right now. And there's not many ways that we can, I mean, our travel is still kind of limited, you know, so the things that normally you can say, oh, I just need to get away for a while. Well, you might not be able to get away in the way that you want to. So you have to find something that you can do yourself in the privacy of your home, if need be, or go out and take a walk, you know, in nature. That's God's sun rays hitting you. And again, that is causing your mood to change. If exercise boosts brain health, get out of your head, you know, brain fog, it's real. And if you are chronically stressed, you will have brain fog, you know. So again, exercise will help that. You're producing a hormone called cortisol when you're stressed all the time. That's a whole other level, because your gut is connected to your brain.
Yes.
You see the connection? So everything that we're doing when we're talking about healthy eating, I'm not necessarily, I'm at my weight that I want to be, so I don't eat now to lose weight. I'm eating now to maintain my health.
Absolutely.
So we have to, the fuel again that we put in is going to help us emotionally, you know, spiritually. We have to be connected to the Lord, because he's the source for our vessel. You know,
that's right.
When you're getting ready to eat, what are you saying to him? You know, even if you're eating something bad, you still need to be praying to him that God used this as a fuel for my body, you know, that, you know, and help me. Help me. You know, so it touches all aspects, spiritually, you know, emotionally and physically. Clean, healthy living encompasses food, it encompasses exercise, and it encompasses mental health. All of that is the holistic answer to us coming out of this craziness that we're in right now.
Wow, that's
good.
awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
That you summed that up really well, because
Absolutely.
in touching on the emotional, the physical, the mental, and all of these things working together for our good. You know what I'm saying? And that's awesome. That's awesome.
That is really good. I really like that. Motion is lotion. Reminding us to get up and to move around so that we can, get our joints moving, get that energy going, so that we don't feel, in that slump.
Yes.
Just sitting, what sitting does for us, or, I'm always trying to get from the car to the couch. That's like my beeline, from the car to the couch.
Yes.
So, I'm thinking now, maybe I should, even if it's cold outside, I can walk around my house. I can do, do like little laps, inside my home, just to, get some movement in. Yeah.
So moving forward, as we're talking about our lifetime resolutions, Martha, we want to thank you for sharing with us. You have given us some tips. You have given us some inspiration and motivation to move forward, so that going into this new year and our lifetime, we have something that we can draw from. Yes. Thank you so very, very much. And in parting, do you have any last words that you would like to say to someone who is desiring, who has put this on their New Year's resolution list for their lifetime resolution? Can you tell those, give them something?
One of my former bishops used to say, "Today is the beginning of the rest of your life, starting now." So, if I can encourage someone, don't put it off. Don't put that off until the beginning of the year. There's nothing magical about starting this at the beginning of the year. You can tomorrow, So don't put it off. Change the way you think. Remember that mental mastery is key to complete the lifestyle change. Supercharge your spiritual life. Remember, you're the temple of God, not just on Sunday mornings. We represent every day. People are watching us every day when you don't even realize it. So they're watching your entire testimony. If you're, and don't mean to be negative, but if you're in church all the time, but you're physically a glutton, they're watching the entire you.
Yes. Wow. Yes.
So supercharge your spiritual life. Sometimes you're the only testimony that people see. They're not in church themselves. They have that relationship with the Lord. And sometimes, so we have to take that's our responsibility. And lastly, change the way we eat. So basically, I just want to read a quick scripture. 1 Corinthians 6:19-20. Do you not know that our bodies are the temples of the Holy Spirit, who is in you, whom you have received from God? Therefore, honor God with your body. And Jeremiah 30:17 says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds. And the Message translation says it like this: as for you, I'll come with healing, curing the incurable. So that's something to healthy self, heal thyself. Because he's already given you in his word that he's promised you that he will restore you. But we have to do our part.
We have to do our part. That's it right there.
So my last word would be commit to yourself daily. You learn self-care. We only get one body in this life. So let's do our part. God's going to do the rest.
Awesome. Thank you so very, very much, Martha, for coming and sharing and giving us your testimony and some words to live by, some instructions as we move forward, thinking about the lifetime resolutions. We thank you so very, very much. And I know you have been a blessing.
Yes, thank you. That was very encouraging.
Yes.
Very encouraging.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Love you.
Love
Bye-bye.
you too.
Wow.
That was phenomenal.
That was great. That was
Yes,
awesome.
indeed. So, we have so much. We have so much to live for.
Yes.
And I think that when we think about our lifestyle changing and lifestyle resolutions, we have to really think about the future.
Yes.
And we have to think about all of our loved ones that our actions are impacting,
Yes.
actions and lack of actions.
Right. Yeah, I think that my takeaway from what Martha was sharing and, just simple things is one, my eating, cooking and, shopping around the perimeter, that goes even back to, as I was thinking our last episode, even with the financial piece, is not eating out and cooking, buying my groceries and cooking them at home. And then also, moving on to exercise, as the weather is changing, not being able to get out as much. That doesn't have to be a deterrent. We just have to get creative and find ways to accomplish the goal. So go up and down your stairs or walk up and down your hallway or, whatever it takes. But like she said, it takes a commitment.
Awesome. So as we continue on this journey of lifetime resolutions, stay tuned. Stay tuned. There's more to come. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.